Yeah, it's just not the heat wave that's unpredictable, isn't it? God, the way the Premier League's going at the moment, I don't know what the heck's going to go on, man. These results that I picked, sometimes it's laughable. You just don't know what's going to happen these days. But anyways, my name's Seth. Welcome to the 4th week of Premier League predictions. And I'm just looking at the results that I picked and how the results turned out over the weekend. And yeah, let me just read this and you have a little laugh as much as I will have a laugh as well. Let's start with Everton. Yeah, I picked Everton 2-0. That's another laugh. Villa ended up winning 2-0. That surprised me. Chelsea 2-1. Chelsea actually did go on and win, but ended up being 3-2. Brighton 1-0, I predicted. That's another laughable one. Southampton ended up winning 2-0. Man United 2-0. I don't know, man. I really don't know. This is just incredible. I can't believe Palace actually won. Yeah, they won 2-1. Crazy. Leicester 1-0 picked. Leicester did win, but they made it difficult for themselves. Yeah, they've been 2-1. 2-1 Leicester, in fact. West Ham 2-1. I thought it would be a very close game, but which it was at the time. But it's what it is. It ended up being 3-1. I'm just sorry. I'm absolutely baking. It's hot right now. It's ridiculous. It's so hot right now. Anyway, sorry for me rambling on and stuff. Anyway, Liverpool 2-1 ended up being Liverpool 3-1. Man City 2-0 ended up being Man City 3-1. Spurs 2-0. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, I can't believe Newcastle won. I can't believe it. Newcastle won 1-0. And Wolves 2-1. That ended up being 1-1. I don't know how Wolves ended up like completely shithousing it, but they did. But they shithoused the draw. But it is what it is. It's just the unpredictability of football these days. Hey ho. But yeah, anyways, this is on to the 4th week of Premier League predictions. Yeah, in the first game, we've got Southampton versus Man United. Well, Southampton, they shocked me, coming off a 2-0 win against Brighton. What's that guy's name again? Is it Gineppo or something like that? Gineppo? I don't know if he's saying the name right or anything, but yeah, he scored and Redmond scored. Yeah, and then Man United on the other hand, this ended up losing 2-1 to Palace. Penalty was once again. Rashford ended up missing a penalty. Jordan Ayew made it 1-0. Then Daniel James equalised, and then they thought they can go on and get the draw. Then all of a sudden Van Aanholt said, I'm going to ruin your plans. Ended up making it 2-1. The way this game's going, I don't know, man. How do I go about this? Just the way Southampton's played. The way Southampton started, in fact, I thought they were going to lose, but then they ended up winning. And I don't know, this is a tough one. And the way Man United's gone, they seem to have trouble in that midfield still. They seem to be struggling. Do you know what? I'm just going to go out the limb. Screw it. I'm just going to go with 1-1. I'm just going to go with that 1-1. Yeah, on to the next game. We have Sheffield United versus Chelsea. It's the other way around, in fact, that Chelsea at home to Sheffield United. But anyway, Chelsea's coming off a 3-2 win against Norwich, entertaining first half, to say the least. And then Tammy Abraham got the winner, in fact. Tammy Abraham got a brace, in fact. Mason Mount got another goal as well. He seems to be very, very impressive. I like the look of Mason Mount. Sheffield United, they were unlucky, lost to Leicester 2-1. They made it difficult for Leicester at times. I feel that Sheffield United is going to be one of them teams going to be hard to break down. A very nuisance team, just very annoying. But, annoying in a good way, but they're just a lot of battlers, hard workers, it seems. I think they're going to make it tough for Chelsea again, but I feel that Chelsea will... they'll probably nick it. They'll probably nick a goal later on. I'll say it'll be a 1-0 Chelsea win, in my opinion. And we have Crystal Palace versus Aston Villa. I can't believe it. I can't believe Crystal Palace actually beat Man United. They've never beaten Man United, in fact, in the Premier League. And what a time to do it. That Jordan Ayew took the lead. Then they thought that they were going to get a draw when Daniel James scored. Then all of a sudden, Patrick Van Aanholt scored pretty much the last kick of the game. Craziness. And with Villa, on the other hand, they got a brilliant win against Everton. The way they performed, they surprised me as well. They just took it to Everton, just completely took it to him. Everton were poor that game, and to be honest, Wesley was a handful. Tyrone Mings and Engels, that centre-back partnership, they were brilliant that game. In fact, the way I think it's gonna go for me, just by seeing so far, I'm just going off the limb straight away because you can't really analyse anything for like 3 games. You're just guessing really. For me, I'm gonna go with a Villa 2-1 Villa win. Yeah, next game we have Leicester versus Bournemouth. Leicester coming with a 2-1 win against Sheffield United. They all made to work for that. Vardy on the score sheet, and then Harvey Barnes. What a strike that was to make that winning goal. Christ. Bournemouth on the other hand, they lost to Man City 3-1. But the free kick that Harry Wilson took, my geez, that was absolutely brilliant. The way this is gonna go, this is gonna be it's one of them games. It could be either a very entertaining game or a game that's gonna be an absolute dud, like just a bore fest. I think that both teams will score. To be honest, I don't think there will be a winner. So for me, I'm just gonna go off the limb. I'm just gonna say it will be a score draw. So I'm gonna go with 1-1 in this game. Yeah, on to the next game, we have Man City versus Brighton. Man City coming off a 3-1 win against Bournemouth. Sterling on the score sheet once again. Aguero getting a brace. Pep said they've not looked at their best at the moment, but they're still getting the wins, which is the main thing at the moment, which is crazy for Pep to say. I think he wants a high standard in that team. Brighton, on the other hand, coming off a 2-0 loss against Southampton, which surprised me. The striker got sent off. Andon, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but yeah, anyway. But he got sent off. Yeah, it was a horrendous tackle. Right? Yeah, definitely a red card. They did have the chances. They did hit the post, Brighton. They had a goal ruled off for offside. In fact, VAR ruled it out. In fact, from Lewis Dunk. For me, in my opinion, I think Man City, they're gonna dominate them. To be honest, but they won't look at their best, as Pep would say. I don't think they'll look good, but I think they will just do enough to beat them. In fact, I think it'll be a nice, comfortable 2-0 win for Man City. Yeah, next game we have Newcastle versus Watford. Newcastle coming off that 1-0 win against Spurs away from home. Their record signing, Joe Linto, got the only goal. Yeah, man, that surprised me. In fact, I actually laughed at that. In fact, so, it is what it is. They did lose Maximum to injury. But yeah, Dubravka made a few good saves as well. Yeah, from what I remember. Watford on the other hand, their poor start continues. Lost 3-1 to West Ham. Yeah, but what was it? Yeah, Will Hughes. I don't know how he missed that. My goodness, that was a glorious chance they had. Also, Delafay hit the bar as well. Yeah, I was shocked by that. I don't know how Will Hughes did not score. In fact. Crazy, but yeah, anyway, what I'm gonna predict, it's one of them tough games to predict, but for me, I don't know. You know what, screw it, I'm gonna go Newcastle 1-0. And on to West Ham versus Norwich. West Ham finally got their win, man, thank goodness. I'm happy that we're buzzing that we won, from last 3-1 win. Sebastian Haller getting 2 and Mark Noble from the penalty spot. To be honest, Watford did have their chances, Delafay hit the bar. Yeah, and then Will Hughes missed the open goal. I don't know how he missed that. Just incredible how he missed it. I still don't know how he missed it, but yeah, anyway, Norwich were unlucky. They lost 3-2 to Chelsea, but they were making Chelsea work, man. That first half was entertaining as heck. Pookie on the score sheet once again. I feel that, I just watched the Newport game, and yeah, the first half we were struggling really, really bad, to be honest. We just lost Antonio to injury as well, so we're not going to have him. Great. Me and my honest opinion, I think Pookie's going to cause our defence problems. I don't know. I thought this is going to be one of them games where like both teams cannot defend for their lives. It's going to be a very, very high scoring game. For me, I feel that I don't even know what to go about this, man. Screw it. Fuck it. 3-2 West Ham. I'm just going to go for it. Yeah, it's going to be a very high scoring, entertaining game, to be honest, because let's be honest, we can't defend, neither can Norwich. Yeah, on to the evening kickoff, we have Burnley versus Liverpool. Burnley coming to a 1-1 draw against Wolves. Ashley Barnes once again on the score sheet. They had a few chances as well. Ben Mee hit the bar as well. Chris Wood was also denied by Rui Patricio as well. Then they gave away a penalty in like the dying seconds of the game, which Jimenez put away. Liverpool, on the other hand, yeah, they got a nice 3-1 win against Arsenal. Salah on the score sheet, you know. Oh, I don't know. It's gonna be a very, very difficult. I think it's a very, very difficult game for Liverpool. You know, going to Turf Moor is not an easy place to go to. Burnley will make it really, really tough for Liverpool, but I think that Liverpool will overcome it, and I think it'll be a 1-0 win for Liverpool. Then we've got the first of our 2 Sunday games. We have Everton versus Wolves. Everton come off a disappointing loss against Aston Villa. Everton did not look great that game, to be honest. I thought Andre Gomez was disappointing, and just other players were disappointing, to be honest. They didn't really turn up, in my opinion. I think they got bullied by Villa as well. Yeah, Wesley was having a field day. He was just out muscling them, just outworking them. Tyrone Mings was brilliant as well, so was Ingles. Yeah, and then Walcott missed a glorious chance as well. Wolves, on the other hand, they were struggling against Burnley. Burnley were having them up, in my opinion. Yeah, I know they hit the post as well, Wolves, but yeah, I thought they were struggling as well. Could they say they shit housed it? I'll probably say they shit housed it at that game, in my opinion. Got the late penalty, but you know, it is what it is. I just think this is one of these games. I think this is going to be a bore fest, to be honest. The way both teams have performed at the moment, it's not really been impressive, in my opinion. I think this one game is going to be an absolute dud, so I'm just going to go with 0-0. On the final Sunday game, we have the big game. We have the North London derby between Arsenal and Spurs. Arsenal and Spurs coming off losses, in fact. Arsenal losing to Liverpool and Spurs losing to Newcastle. Yeah, Arsenal, they had chances, in fact. Like Pepe had a 1-on-1 with Adrian that was saved, and then all of a sudden they went 1-0 down with a Matip header. Then all of a sudden David Luiz went mental, decided to pull Salah back. Salah got the penalty, made it 2-0. Then Salah just turned it up, just actually spun David Luiz, made it 3-0. They got a consolation goal, but you know, what can you do? Spurs, on the other hand, they look unsettled, really. Their team looks very, very unsettled. I don't know what's going on with the likes of Eriksen. He's their most influential player, and he's not playing. He should be starting. He should really be starting. They end up losing 1-0. The way Spurs have been, I think they'll be getting away with it at the moment, Spurs, by the first couple of games. For me, in my opinion, I can see it going Arsenal's way, but not Arsenal going to dominate. Arsenal won't dominate them, but I think it would be a very, very close game. It'll be a 2-1 game, in my opinion. So I'm going to go Arsenal 2-1, in my opinion. And that's it. Another week of Premier League predictions again. Yeah, it's another one wrapped up, you know. Like I said, you know, just comment below, you know, give me your predictions, give me your thoughts. Like I said, like the video, subscribe to ING United. The link will be down below. My Twitter link will be down below as well. I say this all the time, but I actually clocked my Twitter link is not down below, so I've got to get that sorted. Anyway, just, yeah, like I said, you know, like, subscribe, give me your thoughts, you know. I just want to know everyone's opinions, in fact. Yes, yeah, fucking hell, I'm actually baking right now. Jeez, I don't know. It's actually hot as heck right now here. Well, but anyways, man, that's it. That's all wrapped up, man, you know. Hopefully, we'll get another win, you know. I'm just worried about the defence, because we're still struggling at the back at the moment. That's my only concern at the moment. But other than that, I just hope we get the win, you know. Norwich are going to make it tough for us, to be honest. But it is what it is, man. We just only can do what we can do. And hopefully, I have better luck with my predictions. Anyways, my name's Sess, and boom, it's wrapped up, done.